It's so recent since I shot that last video that the guns are still right there, sitting in the boxes getting ready to be shipped out. But since I'm sort of hot on these double action guns, you want to look at another one with me? CZ action maybe? So, hello again, YouTube, Lock and Load Ninjas, interwebs at large. When I went to the range the other day, I took a lot of guns with me, and I got two guns from Dan Wesson that I had to review, and they are 45 ACP, which that's the next video. But I had no 45 ACP ammo, and this was a problem, because I'd been sitting on these guns for a little bit, not very long, but for a little bit. So, my friend Roger Ward at Ace Firearms, who is a law enforcement, he has ammo for law enforcement, and you can get in touch with him at Ace Firearms, and if you're looking primarily for like 9mm 45 ACP, he can help you out. He is working on getting 5.56, but it's going to be primarily the calibers that law enforcement carries. So for people that are looking for other calibers, maybe not so much, but 9mm 45 ACP and later on, 5.56 are going to be, he's going to have it. He's got 9mm 45 now. But I needed some ammo to test these guns. So he called me up, and he stunned me with how much ammo he had available for me. So I went and I got that ammo. Then when I got that ammo, which we're talking 3,000 rounds of 45 ACP, all of a sudden I realized that 3,000 rounds of 45 ACP was not... I was going to shoot this for 245s from Dan Wesson, not to review them. So I got to thinking, maybe I need a 45 ACP. Now, later on, Chambers Custom, I've switched what I was going to have coming from them to something else, and they're going to build me a working man gun in 45 ACP. Full-size 1911 Chambers Custom greatness. It's coming. I mean, that's going to be just the most splendid thing in the world. But I still wanted a 45 ACP. In a place where there were no guns. And then I found a guy that I went to high school with. He owns a place called Dewey's Pawn Shop here locally. And I called his brother, and I said, "You got anything in 45 ACP?" And he said, "Yeah, I've got a few of these CZ97 BDs," which I presume the D part of it is decocker. Right? Now, you know, this is just a big... scaled up CZ75 and 45 ACP. I have never owned an all-steel CZ gun. As much as I love CZ, as you know, most of the guns that I have shot here recently have been all of their polymer ones. And the steel guns have been Dan Wesson. So I got a chance to get one of these. And right off the bat, I was a little stunned at the ergonomics to it, because looking at the gun, it looks completely utilitarian to me. No frills, no nothing. It's, you know, it's got the aluminum grip panels. It's got the familiar CZ look, although the ejection port on this is a little different, because on the CZ75, it's just the little like porthole window where this is, you know, slides cut out and right there and everything, and on the side as well. But ergonomically, I was like stunned. I pulled the gun apart just to look at it, and it's very simple on the inside of it. It's a very simple machine. And my first thought was, you know, it's all steel gun. It's got a little bit of heft to it. I decided to go see how this was going to shoot. Since I had all this ammo, let's go see how this is going to shoot. So I got to run this. It was quite the experience. Let's go look at that. Right. back from the range. It was an interesting day to run this double action pistol in conjunction with the Langdon pistols, because the Langdon pistols have been so finessed and so worked over, and everything is so easy. The double action trigger on this is of course going to be a little firmer, although it's smooth. It's just heavier. I like the touches on the gun. The thing about CZ is that when you look at it, like, it's already got the front serrations. It's got the lining down the top so that to aid you in getting a good sight picture. The grip panels, the grip contour. You got a nice line right here. You got line right here. It's all around good. The familiar CZ trigger guard, which I misspoke earlier. Of course, I have shot the CZ Shadow 2, and that was a really good gun. And I actually would prefer this if it had like the Shadow 2 trigger guard on it, but that's not, that's not that big of a thing. This gun's been around long enough to where there's plenty of holsters. I found one the other day, and Roger Ward said he can make me one out of Kydex, and I'm going to take it to him and let him do it. But the other thing about the gun is once you get into single action, now you're in a really nice spot. And what I was thinking as far as its firing characteristic was it was reminding me a lot in single action as far as the way the gun, now the trigger is not a single. This single action trigger is nothing compared to the Dan Wesson single action, to any of the single action triggers that are set up to be single action. The Chambers gun, of course, which is fantastic. The staccato gun, fantastic. The Dan Wesson guns, fantastic. This is not, but this, at the same time as you're going down the range and everything, as I was firing it, it was really easy to shoot this gun fast and be on target, which sort of stunned me because I've been out of 45 ACP. I shoot them occasionally, but I haven't owned one in a very, very long time. And, I've got the Falcon put up for somebody later on down the road, but I haven't shot in a while, and I haven't even been keeping ammunition for it because I'm trying to preserve it. I've stayed away from double action, single action, and I think there's one or two more I want to try, although I'm going to try a bunch of them if I can get my hands on them. But the CZ97 BD decocker, if you're thinking about buying a double action, single action pistol, and this is one you might be considering, I'd go ahead and pull that trigger. Now, once again, if you like this content, and I hope you do, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate that. Hit the bell. I've still got a bunch more stuff to do. Let me give you a tease. This is the Mech Tech carbine adapter that you take your Glock 17 lower and stick to this and turn this into a carbine. That's coming up. All you guys that are looking to, I know everybody's always looking to get a pistol caliber carbine. Now you can have a pistol or a carbine, or a pistol or a carbine with Mech Tech. So this is really well made. In the interim, I got to shoot another video tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. That'll be the Dan Wesson Vigil pistols. In the meantime, I'm out of here.